Greetings. I am Emperor Von Doom, sovereign ruler of the Drakkonian Empire. An empire created some time ago in 1995 and was tabled, shelved until about 2018. Now, no, you haven't heard of the Drakkonian Empire. We're new. And we're not politically recognized. We would be considered a micronation. Now, what is a micronation? A micronation is an entity that is created with the intent of being its own separate state. But that created entity is usually not recognized by the larger powers. How is this? Is it legal? Is it lawful? Well, what I would ask you to do is direct your attention to a document known as the Montevideo Convention. The Montevideo Convention. Okay. All right. Of 1933. And it has, it's a very, very interesting document. And it gives details on how one can create their own state, or how a state is recognized, rather. And I don't want to speak of it as if it's something that you can just do on the weekend or after you come home from some activity and you decide to do it. If you've heard of micronations, you may have heard of them in a less serious fashion. Some kids deciding to create their own country, or some individual running around out there claiming that their boat that is parked on a hill is their country. And technically this can be done. Technically they have every right to do this. But then those same people who do this, well, some of those people tend to go above and beyond what they're supposed to do, and then they get themselves in trouble, and they're not recognized, and they're a nation of one and looked at as completely mad. But the Montevideo Convention states that for a nation or a country to be recognized, or a state to be recognized, it needs to meet 4 criteria. It must have a permanent population, a clearly defined territory, a government, and the capacity to enter into relations with other nations or other states. And that is doable. So myself and other family members around 1995 and sometime before that, we were recognizing a lot of problems that people like us, that people that look like us, were having. Mind you, our consciousness was very different then. And we fashioned this micronation, the Drakkonian Empire, named after dragons. Dragon is our patron symbol, spirit, essence. I'll get into that on a later video. And we needed a vehicle through which to help. But it wasn't just to help people that look like us, which, to be specific, children of the African diaspora, all right, or descendants of the African diaspora, or diaspora, however you want to pronounce it. And then eventually the rest of the world. We're not here by ourselves. The Drakkonian Empire was not based on isolationism. It was based on recovery, recuperation, healing, and how can I say this properly? And a type of psychological and spiritual global reclamation of people that look like us, people of the African diaspora, which were denied things owed them, and who continue to suffer at the hands of a system that was structured to oppress them. But as the years went on, it became quite obvious that it wasn't just us being oppressed. The oppression spread. In fact, there is always oppression. I'm not going to lead you to believe that I think that, it's a new thing. No. But there's a system in place for redress and the like. And when you have so-called advanced societies that have a way of dealing with these things, then you deal with them. So again, I will get into that later, or another video, on just how the empire will do that. The empire, the imperial structure will be more of a theocratic aristocracy, but not in the sense that you may know or may have known that to be. Though, for those of you out there who study politics or history, I am not speaking of anything relating to the European structure of theocracy or aristocracy. No, nothing like that. More details will be shared in later videos on just what it means for us with these terms. I'm using terms that are easy, things that people understand, that they can look up. We do have our own language. We have our own science, our own spirituality. But I'm speaking to majority conventional, modern, English-speaking people. Anyone out there that is from another nation that may watch this video, no disrespect to you, I'm not excluding you, but I am using English terms, and some of those terms are somewhat obscure even to English speakers. So, just had to say that. So I'm not going to take too much time with this video. This video is just an introduction. An introduction of the Drakkonian Empire to the world. An introduction of myself, Emperor Von Doom, sovereign ruler of the Drakkonian Empire. And I hope that this is the beginning of a promising relationship between you and us. With that being said, until the next video, peace.